Salut! Salut tout le monde! Leçon interactive par Madame Kassi. To tell time in French. One thing that you need to know before telling time are the French numbers. You need to know all your numbers in French. Ok, c'est parti. So, in French, you say the hours, then the minutes. 10:15 in US, 10:08:15. So it's 10h15. Notice the hours are separate from the minute with the H. H represents heure, hour in French. This is how you have to write the time. Now, how do you write the time in French in letters? Let's try to write 10:15 a.m. So you start by il est, which means it is, and then you will write the time, the hours. Always write heure. You have to write heure, and you also have to say heure, which is hour, all the time. That's how you write, you say and write the time in French. Okay, so you will start by writing the hour, which will be il est 10 heures, and then heure, always heure, and then add the minutes. 15. Il est 10h15. Now, at the moment of the day, in French, we don't have AM or PM. So, if the time is between 1 a.m. and 11 a.m., you will put du matin, which means morning. Midi is noon. If it's 12 p.m., just say il est midi. It's very common for people to say il est midi, then il est 12 heures. Il est midi. De l'après-midi mean afternoon and is between the time of 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Du soir is evening and is between 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. Minuit is midnight. So now we're trying to write 10:15 a.m. So again, since 10:15 a.m. is between 1 a.m. and 11 a.m., so we will add du matin to our time, our sentence. It is, il est 10h15 du matin. This is how you will write 10:15 a.m. So when you have the time, you have to go back to this page and always look for the moment of the day and add it to the sentence. Now, 10:15 a.m., you have two ways of writing 10:15 a.m. So you can write 10 heures, il est 10h15 du matin, or il est 10h15. So écart is for 15, which represents a quarter from if you're trying to look at the 16 minutes. So il est 10h15 du matin. So it's very common in France to hear people say il est 10h15 for saying, trying to say 15. 10h15 du matin. 10:30 a.m. So you also have two ways of writing 10:30. Il est 10h30 du matin because 30 in French is 30. So you just have to write all the time. Don't forget the hours, when you say it and when you write it. Il est 10h30 du matin. The second way of writing 10:30 is il est 10h30. Et demi mean half. Okay? Half, because 30 is half of 60. Il est 10h30 du matin. Now, let's say we're trying to say il est 10:40 a.m. Okay, it's going to be the way you know. Il est 10h40 because 40 is 40 in French. But you can also use the top hour, meaning right now it's 10:40 a.m. But what will happen in 20 minutes? In 20 minutes, it will be 11. It's just like in English when you say 20 till 11. It means that in 20 minutes, it will be 11. So you will write il est 11 heures. You will use the top hour because you're trying to say in 20 minutes, it will be 11. Even though the time is 10:40, always use the top hour. Il est 11 heures moins 20 du matin. So 20 is 20. Moins is minus. Il est 11 heures moins 20 du matin. Basically, it means 20 till 11. The same rule applies for 10:45. Il est 10 heures 45 du matin because 45 in French is 45 du matin. Or you can also use the top hour, which will be il est 11 heures moins 15 du matin. Because in 15 minutes, what will happen is that it will be 11. Il est 11 heures moins 15 du matin. Il est 10h50 du matin for 10:50 a.m. But what will happen in 10 minutes? In 10 minutes, it will be 11. So either you write il est 10h50 or you use the top hour. Il est 11 heures moins 10. 10 du matin. You have to be very careful. You only use the top hour, let's say, starting at 40 minutes 40, okay? It's very common to have people using the top hour after the 40th minutes or beginning at the 40th minute. Now, military time, you have to know 24-hour clock begin at 0 hour, 12 a.m. and end at 23:59. It means it's 24-hour clock. In French, people in French use military time a lot. With military time, you don't have to worry about du matin, de l'après-midi, du soir. You don't need to precise the moment of the day because it's a 24-hour clock. So it will start by 0, 1, 1 heure, 2 heures, 3 heures, 4 heures, 5 heures, 7 heures, 8 heures, 9 heures, 10 heures, 11 heures, 12 heures. So afternoon, it will be 13 heures. So we will not go back to 1 p.m. We will go back to 13. How we get the 13? It's 1 p.m. plus 12. So 13 heures equal 13 heures minus 12 is 1 p.m. This is how you do the military time. So you add 12 to the 12 hour clock. So 2 p.m. will be 14 heures. 3 p.m. will be 15 heures. Les questions. So how do you ask for the time? You can say quelle heure est-il? Quelle heure est-il? What time is it? Il est quelle heure? It means what time is it also? Il est midi, which means it's noon. Merci à tous. J'espère que vous avez bien compris la leçon d'aujourd'hui et répondu aux questions. Merci. Au revoir.